Hey guys, Zach V Games here. So this is me from the future. I have a couple things to say. One, this is a history project. I worked with three of my pals. It's a history project, so it's bound to get interesting. It's Memorial Day. I'm from the future. Isn't that cool? I want to say that this video is really bad, but I covered all the key points I needed to. In probably a really courageous and creative way that we thought was good. So, yeah, I hope you guys like it. It's very enjoyable. If this gets shown in class, yeah, it's terrible. We also have a part where it's terrible camera quality, but all in all, it's not that bad. So, my minute's almost up. So, yeah, thank you guys. I hope you guys like this a lot. If you don't, I hate you. What this is about is we're comparing Ww1 to Ww2. So we're talking about tanks, weapons, a little bit of planes, a little bit of other stuff, and comparing it to both wars. So that's what this is all about. Okay, so one last thing. I was oh, I can't zoom. This isn't Snapchat, isn't it? No, I guess not. Anyway, ignore that. I was watching over, and there's a scene there's a couple scenes where I make a lot of like very inappropriate comments. Ignore those. It's all for jokes. Just a disclaimer. And now we got all that out of the way. Thank you guys for watching. I'm Zach the Games from the future, and I hope you guys like this. Wink. Mr. Geraci, you're a great teacher, and I do not mean. Well, I hope you like this. I think we did really well on this. So thank you.
Well, the technology for Ww1 was fought with rifles, bayonets, pistols, hand grenades, airplanes, gas, barbed wire, zeppelins, bomber planes, underground mines, artillery, and tanks. So a little bit delved deep into airplanes. They originally used them as recon planes in the beginning of the war, then machine gunners, and eventually bomber planes. They were created by the Wright brothers in 1903. And a little bit delved deep into poison gas. Gas was originally in large cylinders and released into the wind. Later, they were used in artillery to weaken or kill the enemy in the trenches. Poison gas was used for the first time by the Germans in the Battle of the Second Ypres.
So some weapons and technology used during World War II are ships, vehicles, submarines, aircraft, tanks, artillery,
atomic bombs,
chemical and atomic weapons, rifles, etc. It was during 1939 and 1945, and some specific battles during World War II. The Battle of Stalingrad and the Battle of Midway.
You gotta go.
The weapons were used to defeat the opposing sides, trying to gain territory and spread itself out. And kill more people than our side was killed. And to spread itself out more, like land-wise.
We're gonna compare tanks now. Everyone else is separated, so it's just I'm the person here. So we're comparing tanks now from World War II. The World War I tank, typical land ship, toaster boxes. There was this one that was like a one-man tank. It was really small. It blew up easily, but it was pretty fast. It had a terrible cannon too, so I don't know how people use that, I guess. But we're going to talk about the most used tank, which is probably the land ship. It was a British tank. It's called the Mark V land ship by Winston Churchill. He's a general. He becomes the prime minister in World War II, but we're not talking about that. So the land ship, it went up. It looked like that. It's kind of cool. It had a cool, it looked like, it was a rhombus. That's what the ship was called. It looked like a rhombus. The rhombus would go vroom, tracks that would like lay out surrounding the entirety of the actual tank. We're in the middle. You got shot a bit, but that's okay. So the rhombus would move, and it sometimes has gas in it that went and it just started pouring out gases on the battlefield. Pretty distracted people, really. Okay, anyway, so I'm gonna shout out gas. It's a land ship, not a Romulus. Shout out gas sometimes. I had a giant cannon that went like that. It wasn't fully rotatable, it wasn't a rotatable turret, it was just a cannon that came out. It was like, boom.
Zach, what did you talk about?
Then they realized, what?
What did you talk about?
Talk about planes.
Let's talk about weapons.
Anyway, yeah, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about weapons. Anyway, so the cannon went, and it also had machine guns too. That was like, it was pretty cool. They had a lot of people in it compared to like the FT-17 light tank, which was also a weird shape. It was very fast. It could blow up really easily though. It could take one rocket from like a land ship, for example. Now it's compared that to a World War II tank. Very different. They had actual designs. They were mass produced, much easier. Hello, Mr. Geraci. They were mass produced, much easier and more customizable. Like the M4 Sherman tank. It was the classic American World War II tank. You know, you look at it, and you'll be like, oh, that's a tank from World War II, without a doubt. That's what's so cool about that. But this time it has a rotatable turret on the very top, much better armor, very fast compared to a land ship, and had the same benefits as a land ship. But you replace gas with smoke, and then it could be lead in front, and infantry can get behind it. It was pretty cool. But this is also a time where World War I, there wasn't any anti-tank weaponry as there was, except for dynamite, for example. In World War II, we had bazookas, we had rocket cannons, we had anti-tank mines. Some exist in World War I, but that was like late World War I when the Americans joined. But these World War II stuff, that was so easy to destroy tanks. And typical infantry can wipe out tanks in seconds if they really wanted to. But another thing about the M4 Sherman is that, compared to any other tank from World War I, is that you can escape it easily. There's like 7 different escape routes. Couldn't get out one way, could go out the other. Couldn't get that way. There's like 5 other ways you can get out and escape. So your survivability was practically 100%, unless you got like completely surrounded by nothing. It's just kind of, yeah, that kind of thing. There's also other tanks and stuff like that. But besides the Sherman, like the Panzer IV, the Tiger I heavy tank, stuff like that, stuff like that. So those are the tanks from World War I, World War II, and the weaponry that could go boom boom on tanks. It's pretty cool. There's also, we're not going to talk about it, but there's also planes that have anti-tank bombs, like specifically made to bomb on tanks, and they're pretty effective, but we're not talking about that. Those are the tanks. Hey guys, Zach Games here today. We're gonna talk about we're gonna talk about the actual guns now. That's something that everyone can be interested in, because everyone likes to go shoot people with weapons. So first off, the type of weapons we have here that we're in World War I, we're the bolt action rifle, where you go like bam, shunk, conk, flip jam, and then bam, you know, that kind of stuff over and over again. This is my information. And those weapons also included stuff like later usages of stuff like full auto weapons, like the MP-18, and stuff like that. I hate you, Quan. But not only that, there you go. You also had manned machine guns that you lay out. One guy fires, the other guy like holds the belt, stuff like that, so you can load your weapon. All that good jazz. Okay, here's stuff you can read. If you can even read it, I don't know. Probably the camera's really zoomed in on my face probably. But so you can mow people down when trench warfare is happening, and everyone is attempting to shoot at you pretty aggressively. So when you're getting shot at aggressively, what are you gonna do? You're gonna hide behind stuff, but you can't because you're getting shot. Other weapons like this would also include stuff like the first types of SMGs, that shot really fast but with terribly small rounds. And just to keep it, thank you. Just to keep it in mind, there were no like magazines at this time. Everything was done by like strip clips that you put in and pull out, or sometimes you just put in and then you'll pull all the bullets and then fire one by one. It was pretty cool. But usually that's like your classic guns that you would use. Other than that, they also had pistols like that P08 Luger, which is had millions of were mass produced. But also its counterpart, which is stuff like the Colt 1911, your typical American pistol that shot a 45 caliber round, or the P08 Luger, which shot a 9mm, and they actually had magazines. They also introduced, hey, what's up? They also introduced the other pistols like the C96 Mauser box cannon, which could shoot and then you put it up. Yeah, stuff like that. It eventually upgraded to become a machine pistol in World War II. We'll talk about that later. World War II came along. We had a full auto weapons like better off.
Hey, are you Zach Marquis?
Yeah, I'm Zach
Famous
Marquis.
Zach V Games?
Yeah, that's right.
Can you help me learn about World War II and its weapons?
Buddy, I will. Of course, I'll help you learn about weapons of World War II. What would you like to learn about, buddy?
Anything.
We see there's this thing called a Tommy gun. That's the nickname for it. It's like the 1928 submachine gun. It's American and British, and it was pretty cool. And it shot really fast. It was like.
Okay, thanks for teaching me.
You're welcome. Bye. Hey, cutie. Anyway, so it shot really fast. Stuff like that. A lot of guns shot really fast in World War II. But then you also have stuff that eventually upgraded, like the BAR in 1918 gun, which was used serviced by the Americans in World War II. It's a phenomenal gun. It shot about 20 bullets at once, and it had a consistent fire rate. It was pretty beneficial, and also sometimes would have a bipod that you can lay out and fire. But that depends on how you would customize your weapon eventually and stuff like that. Not only that, like. So there was also this thing called the M1. They lost the war, which is really depressing.
But how did America join the war?
They just did. They died.
What was the reason?
There's this irrelevant topic that you learn in history called Pearl Harbor. Only like 7 people died. Anyway, so that happened. Yeah, the M1 Garand shot and it had this cool pain that was very satisfying. That's like, and you put in a strip clip, pull it out, bam. Eventually, you can also use the magazine, but I don't know why you would want to do that. But yeah, so anyway, hello. We're doing a project. Let me think. But yeah, eventually, they also use the same sidearms typically, but there's also some things like the Ww28 and Ww34 German submachine guns, which had magazines. Some were extended depending on what era and what time it was, but you can pull it out, push it from the side. It was the basically just the upgraded version of the M18. There's also something called the MP40, which was a 31 round submachine gun, and you do that with it.
Hey, Zach, can you teach me about tanks during World War II?
We already did tanks. If you want, yeah. If you want to look about tanks, you would have to go to the this number right here.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, I'm not gonna put a number there. I just did that because YouTube just did that. It's irrelevant. But let me think. Let me think what another gun is. There's some other guns out there that are probably really cool. Some sniper rifles were basically the same exact thing. Nothing's really changed with how snipers work. However, machine guns There was stuff like the MG42 and MG34 MMGs. They were laid out. And they would fire extremely fast with lots of bullets at a time. Didn't shoot people at once because some had stuff like drum magazines and other stuff that you would use, so you didn't need to be held out for you. So yeah, I think all in all, that's really it. And also shotguns or everything. They were also a thing in World War I. Nothing's changed with them either. But yeah, the guns in World War II overall were much better. And shot faster, shot much better rounds. Some sniper rifles like the Gargano M38, I believe it's called, had a grenade launcher built onto it. It was pretty. It was
What about flamethrowers?
Flamethrowers were used in World War I.
Yeah.
Very bad.
Why did they take them out though?
They didn't take them out. They're also in World War II. They had better counterparts in World War II, like the actual flamethrower and the Flammenwerfer, which is German.
And some machine guns,
We already talked about those.
hand grenades.
Right? There's these things called hand grenades. It's like a stick grenade. The Germans use it. They do this. They throw it. Or more like that current sort of. There it goes. There's also this thing called the pineapple grenade where you do this, and then you're like, yeah, and it blew up. Yeah. So I believe that's all. Is there anything else? Yeah. Wait. Yeah, usually that's it for guns.
Exactly,
and
game
stuff.
signing.
Yeah, I believe that's all for this video, ladies and gentlemen. This collab was created by me, Zach the Games.
Me.
Me.
And yeah, we can hold the camera. And me.
And there you have it. That's a napkin. That's World War I compared to World War II in a shell of nutshell. Thank you guys for watching. This is made by people that were presented last video, ended video. Yeah. So yeah, I thought it was really well done. We all did our part pretty well. I think I did most of the speaking, but all in all, thank you guys for watching. If you liked this video and I presented it in class, everyone subscribe to Zach V Games. I'm almost at 400 subscribers, and that would be great. If you just somehow manage to find this just by looking at stuff for World War I, World War II, I should do this more often. But other than that, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Zach V Games is signing out.